Animal behavior refers to the ways in which animals interact with each other, their environment, and other living organisms. Scientists who study animal behavior are called ethologists. There are several types of animal behavior which can be grouped into categories based on their purpose and nature. Innate behaviors of animals. Innate behaviors are natural inherited behavior that an animal is born with. These behaviors do not require learning or experience. They occur automatically in response to specific stimuli. Features of innate behaviors present at birth, genetically programmed, performed the same way by all members of a species, often crucial for survival, not learned or practiced. Types of innate behavior. Reflexes, simple automatic responses to stimuli. Example, a dog leg kicks when you scratch its belly. Taxis, movement toward or away from a stimulus. Example, moths flying toward light. Positive phototaxis. Kinesis, random movement in response to a stimulus intensity. Example, woodlice move more in dry areas to find moisture. Fixed action patterns, a sequence of behaviors that once started run to completion. Target by a specific sign stimulus. Example, a ghost rolling a displaced egg back to the nest even if the egg is removed mid-action. It completes the motion. Examples of innate behavior by animal. Innate behavior example, a spider spinning a web. Sea turtle moving toward to the ocean immediately of hatching. Bird baby opens mouth to feed, no training needed. Human baby grasping reflex when palm is touched. Fish swimming immediate after birth. Dog barking at unfamiliar sounds. Moth flying toward a light source. And following a pheromone trail. Why innate behaviors matter? Ensure survival of the animal in critical situations. Help newborn animals respond to their environment immediately. Allow species wide consistency. All spiders spin webs similarly. Learned behavior in animals. Learned behaviors are actions and responses that animals acquire through experience, observation, or practice. Unlike innate behaviors, these are not present at birth. They are shaped by the environment and interactions. Key features of learned behaviors. Not inherited, not present in DNA. Acquired through experience, trial and error or observation. Flexible, can change based on environment or situation. Improves with practice. Often unique to individuals within a species. Types of learned behavior. Habituation. The animal stops responding to a harmless repeated stimulus. Example, a pigeon stops flying away when humans walk by frequently. Conditioning. Associative learning. The animal learns to associate one stimulus with another. Example, Pavlov's dogs salivating when they hear a bell. Two subtypes. Classical conditioning. Associating two stimuli. Bell plus food. Operant conditioning. Learning through rewards or punishments. Dog gets a treat for sitting. Imprinting occurs during a critical early life period. The animal forms an attachment usually to a parent or object. Example, ducklings following the fast moving object they see after hatching. Observational learning. Limitation. The animal learns by watching and copying others. Example, young chimpanzees learning tool used by watching adults. Inside learning. Problem solving. The animal uses previous experience to solve a new problem. Example, a crow bending a wire to retrieve food from a tube. Examples of learned behavior by animals. Dog learns to sit or roll over on command. Parrot mimics human speech through observation. Dolphin performs tricks taught by trainers. Cat opens doors by observing how humans do it. Bear learns to open trash cans for food. Chimpanzee uses sticks to fish for termites. Pigeon presses a button to get food. Operant conditioning. Why learned behaviors matter? Allow animals to adapt to changing environments. Help animals solve problems or find new ways to get food. Improve social behaviors, especially in intelligent animals. Often indicate intelligence and cognitive ability. Social behaviors in animals. Social behaviors are interactions between two or more animals of the same species. These behaviors often involve communication, cooperation, competition, mating, and group organization. They help animals survive, reproduce, and function within a group. Key features of social behavior occurs between members of the same species. Can be cooperative or competitive. Often involves communication, visual, vocal, chemical, etc. related to group living, reproduction, and territory. Can be innate, learned, or a mix of both. Type of social behavior. Cooperation. Animals work together to achieve a common goal. Example, wolves hunting in packs to catch large prey. Communication. Sharing information using sounds, body language, or chemicals. Example, bees performing a waggle dance to tell others where food is. Aggression and competition. Fighting or showing dominance to gain territory, food, or mates. Example, male deer locking antlers during mating season. Altruism. One animal helps another at its own cost, often occurs between relatives. Kin selection. Example, meerkats standing guard while others foraging. Dominance or pecking order. A ranked social order within a group. Higher ranking animals get better access to food and mates. Example, alpha wolves leading a pack. Territorial behavior. Defending an area from others of the same species. Example, birds singing to mark territory. Mating and courtship behaviors. Special behaviors to attract and choose mates. Example, male peacocks displaying colorful features. Parental care. Caring for offspring to improve their survival. Example, birds feeding chicks in the nest. Examples of social behavior by animals. Wolves hunt in packs, follow a dominance hierarchy. Ants live in colonies, divide labor among workers, soldiers, queen. Elephants travel in family herds, protect young together. Bees communicate through dance, defense hive cooperatively. Lions live in prides, share hunting and cube rearing. Chimpanzees groom each other to build bonds, use tools socially. Dolphins hunt in coordinated groups, communicate with clicks or whistles. Why social behavior matters? Increases chances of survival through cooperation, helps with finding mates and raising offspring, protects groups from predators, allows animals to share resources and information, promotes learning and cultural transmission in intelligent species. Reproductive behaviors in animals. Reproductive behaviors are actions and patterns animals perform to attract mates, reproduce, and ensure the survival of their offspring. These behaviors are crucial for the continuation of a species and can involve courtship, mating, nesting, parenting, and more. Key features of reproductive behaviors ensure successful mating and reproduction, can be innate or learned, often species-specific, unique to each species, involve sexual selection, mate choice, and competition. May include parental care after offspring are born. Types of reproductive behaviors. Courtship behavior, behaviors that attract and convince a potential mate to reproduce. Examples, singing, dancing, displays, gift giving. Example, male peacocks fan out colorful feathers to attract females. Mating behavior, the actual process of mating, copulation or fertilization. Often includes timing and location preferences. Example, frogs calling during the mating season to attract females. Territorial and competitive behavior. Males often compete for access to mates or breeding territory. Example, male deer fighting with antlers during the root. Nesting behavior, creating a safe place for eggs or young. Example, birds building nests using sticks, feathers, or moat. Parental care, caring for the young after birth or hatching, includes feeding, protecting, grooming, and teaching. Example, mother bears protecting and feeding their cubs. Mate selection or sexual selection, choosing mates based on certain traits, appearance, behavior, and strengths. Example, female birds often choose males with the most colorful plumage or best songs. Examples of reproductive behavior by animal. Birds sing to attract mates, build nests, feed chicks. Seahorses, males carry and birth the young after female transfers eggs. Frogs, males call loudly to attract females in the mating season. Peacocks, males display tail feathers in courtship displays. Penguins exchange pebbles as gifts during courtship. Lions compete for females through dominance fights. Wolves form lifelong pairs and raise pups together. Why reproductive behaviors matter? Help animals find suitable mates. Ensure that mating occurs at the right time and place. Increase offspring survival through care and protection. Drive evolution through sexual selection. Foraging behavior. Foraging behavior refers to how animals search for, find, and obtain food. It includes decisions about what to eat, where to find it, and how to minimize energy use and risk while maximizing nutrition. Key features of foraging behavior affected by food availability, risk of predators, and competition. Involves learning and memory in many species. Influenced by the optimal foraging theory, animals try to get the most energy for the least effort. Types of foraging strategies. Solitary foraging. Animal searches for food alone. Example, bears foraging for berries or fish. Group foraging. Animals work together to find food. Example, wolves hunting large prey as a pack. Tool use, using objects to assess food. Example, chimpanzees using sticks to get termites. Food storage or catching, hiding food for future use. Example, squirrels burying nuts in the ground. Trap setting or web spinning, passive strategies to catch food. Example, spiders spinning webs to trap insects. Examples of foraging behavior by animal. Bees use dances to tell others where flowers are. Dolphins work together to herd fish into a tight group. Octopuses use shells and rocks to prey open prey. Ants follow pheromone trails to food sources. Defensive behaviors. Defensive behaviors are actions animals use to protect themselves from predators or threats. These behaviors can be physical, chemical, behavioral, or deceptive. Key features of defensive behavior can be active, fighting or fleeing, or passive, camouflage and hiding. Many involve individual or group defense. May are innate, but some are learned over time. Types of defensive behaviors. Camouflage, blending in with the environment. Example, leaf-tailed peacock look like dead leaves. Mimicry, copying another species that is dangerous or unpalatable. Example, some butterflies mimic the colors of poisonous ones. Chemical defense, releasing toxins or bad smells. Example, skunks spray a foul-smelling liquid. Startail displays sudden movement or appearance to scare predators. Example, moths flash eye spots on their wings. Feeling or hiding, running away or taking cover. Example, rabbits dash into burrows when threatened. Defensive fighting or posturing, using strength or threats to scare predators. Example, cobras spread their hood and hiss. Playing dead, pretending dead to be avoid being eaten. Example, opossums frizzy and emit foul smells. Examples of defensive behavior by animal. Pufferfish inflates body to appear larger and unappetizing. Skunk sprays a smelly chemical when threatened. Porcupine raises sharp quills as a warning. Octopus releases ink and escape escapes. Caterpillars mimic snakes or toxic species to avoid predators. Why these behaviors matter? Foraging helps animals find and obtain energy for survival. Defensive protects animals from becoming prey. Territorial behavior. Territorial behavior refers to actions animals take to claim, defend, and maintain control over a specific area. This territory often contains important resources like food, shelter, and mating opportunities. Key features of territorial behavior helps reduce competition by spacing out individuals or groups, involves marking, patrolling, and defending an area, can be seasonal or year-round. Common in animals that need exclusive access to resources. Common territorial behaviors: marking territory, using scent, sound, or visual cues. Example: dogs urinate to mark boundaries. Vocalizing, calls or songs used to warn others away. Example: birds singing to claim territory. Physical defense, fighting or displaying aggression to protect territory. Example: male deer fighting with others. Patrolling, moving around the area regularly to seek for intruders. Example: wolves patrol their pack's territory. Examples of territorial behavior by animals: fish chasing away other from nesting or feeding areas. Migration and navigational behaviors. Migration is the seasonal movement of animals from one region to another, usually for breeding, feeding, or climate conditions. Navigational behavior is how animals find their way during these long journeys. Key features of navigational behavior: usually long distance and cyclical repeats every year. Triggered by environmental cues, day, length, temperature, and food. Rigorous navigation skills for orientation and route finding. Key navigational methods used by animals: sun and stars navigation, using the sun by day or stars by night. Example: birds use the sun's position to navigate. Earth's magnetic fields, sensing magnetic directions like a compass. Example: sea turtles use Earth's magnetic field to return to birth beaches. Landmarks, recognizing mountains, rivers, or coastlines. Example: elephants remember landscape features during seasonal migration. Smell or chemical cues, using scent to find specific locations. Example: salmon smell the exact stream where they were born. Genetic programming, instinctual facts embedded in DNA. Example: monarch butterflies migrate thousands of kilometers without prior learning. Example of migration and navigation by animal: monarch butterflies, wild beast, Arctic terns, humpback whales, and salmon. Circadian behavior, biological activities and patterns that follow a 24-hour daily cycle driven by an internal biological clock. These rhythms influence an animal's sleep, activity, feeding, hormone release, and more. The term circadian comes from Latin circa, about, diem, day, about a day. Key features of circadian behavior: repeat every 24 hours, controlled by the circadian rhythm. Internal biological clock can be influenced by external cues like light, temperature, and food availability. Present in almost all animals from insects to humans, helps animals anticipate daily changes in the environment. Types of circadian behaviors: nocturnal behavior, active at night, rest during the day. Example: owls hunt at night. Diurnal behavior, active during the day, rest at night. Example: elephants forage during daylight hours. Crepuscular behavior, active during dawn and dusk. Example: deer are most active in early morning and evening. Sleep-wake cycles, regular patterns of sleeping and waking. Example: dogs follow a predictable patterns of wakefulness and rest. Examples of circadian behaviors by animal: birds leave roosters at night to hunt, nocturnal. Chickens walk with sunrise, sleep after sunset, diurnal. Hamsters run on wheels at night, nocturnal. Lions sleep 20 hours a day, mostly active at dusk or dawn. Humans typically sleep at night, active during the day. Why circadian behaviors matter? Help animal with the environment, regulate essential functions like hormone production, body temperature, metabolism, alertness, and sleep, enhance survival and efficiency, avoiding predators or finding food at the right time. What controls circadian rhythms? The suprachiasmatic nucleus in the brain vibrates regulate rhythms. Z bars are external cues like light, most powerful, temperature, food availability, social interactions. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our channel for more amazing content.